Howdy, howdy, guys. Welcome back to Cruiserman's Inventions. So, today I'm just going to go through some gearing for the alternator trike build. So, I'm rebuilding the whole gearing system from the alternator, and it's going down to this big one. And then on the back of this big one, I'm going to try and put a smaller one. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video, guys, is because I thought it would be interesting to see what you can center up, right? Because there's all of these parts down here. See this crank part here? It used to have pedals off here. It's a one-piece crank, and then like that there. And I chopped off that arm, just leaving that like that. Chopped off that, just leaving that like that. You can't even chop off that part that holds the sprocket to turn and weld that part in and trim it up even more if you wanted. But I just left it like that for now so that you could see. And so down here we have these other parts like this. These are the bearing parts, right? And they get screwed down like that, right? Down in here. Now there's two lots of these. Here's these ones as well, which, oh, that one's too big. But there's a smaller one which fits on this thread here, like that. Now the bearings go on like this. And all of like this rather. And that there gets fitted into here, into this, right? And you see the bearing cups in there? Okay, so my mission was to, all of this was in here. I took it out. I took all of this apart, just very quickly. And now, I was trying to find a small sprocket, because we need big and then to small. So I came up with this one, which is off a pedal back brakes, back wheel. I just gutted the whole thing right out. So I had that one. And so I started putting this one on here. I thought, man, how could I space this out and keep it straight? See, that's that whole centering thing coming up again, right? So I chucked that one away, and I found this one. Now, it is slightly bigger, as you can see. I haven't counted the teeth on it, but you can plainly see how much bigger it is, right, guys? This sprocket here, this bigger one, is the very small one of 3 of a mountain bike here. Okay, now I'm going to show you something very cool soon. Now, I come up with a good idea. You take that middle sprocket out. You see how it's been pressed in here? You can drill those out. Little drills. Drill, drill, drill. And this whole one sprocket will come off. Now, you see how it's all flared up here? Once you take off that sprocket, put it on something flat, like a flat bit of metal, and bang all these tabs flat. So it's like this. This is one with 4. Now, this one here, that goes down in here, check this out, guys. Plop. See how well that fits in there? Centered up perfect. No side wobble, no up and down movement. Look at that. Fits perfect. Now, I got that to fit perfect. I had this grindstone, and so, you always got to oil your grindstones, guys. So put them in oil them good. If you don't oil your stones, they'll just fly to pieces on you. So I had this thing in my legs like that, and then hit the trigger down, and on your drill there's like that clip. You can hold it down like that, push that clip in, and it stays on like that. Now I can come in and do those parts, right? Okay. So anyway, you get the idea. So so that fits in there. I'm going to weld that in there, and then this whole thing gets screwed straight onto here. You just wind it on, guys, right? Just wind it on. Once this is all in this mechanism, it ain't moving. So you wind that in. You may need one washer space behind here, but this here is the perfect space. When you've got 2 chains, one from here, a chain on here, and a chain on here, they don't rub. They clear each other by a few mil. So that's real good to know, right, guys? So, okay, I'm nearly at the end of my vid now, guys. So I thought this was really interesting to know. This might save everybody a lot of time. But as you know, there are sprockets with 5 studs, and there's ones with 4 studs. This one was one with 4 studs. That was a perfect fit, guys. You're probably thinking, does that thing fit in here in this hole? No, it doesn't. I tried all sorts of things, even the original clip and stuff, and trying to line stuff up with that there. Couldn't do it. couldn't do it. It was all out of plumb. Anyways, guys, the back pedal back brake piece that was in the center of that wheel, check this out. I chopped this out. This is an old vintage Empire sprocket that takes the BMX pitch, right? It fits on that, so it'll go on one of those back wheels. So I got that big sprocket for low gearing, and no pedal back brakes, just freewheel. But that big sprocket, then it'll be going onto the small one, and then off the small one will be this big one, and then back to the alternator. So this is going to be real interesting how this works out, but it's going to be perfect. Chains aren't going to jump off no more, guys. So cool. This is a quick vid, and this is behind the scenes of what that looks like now. And that one was always jumping off, guys. Even with that derailleur, I couldn't get it good enough. Okay, so this one here was super big, and then it went down to that same one I'm trying to put on, on that other sprocket, that small one. So yeah, I'm sorry if these shots aren't good enough. Hey guys, if you have any questions, leave it down in the descriptions or whatever, if I can help. So, a lot of batteries in there. Cool, guys. Awesome stuff. Cruiser Man out, guys.